we are filming today on Wajak Nunga Boja, I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. My name is Janelle, I'm the founder of BrainLink Consulting. This week, we're talking about something that follows on from last week's topic, which was vicarious trauma. Here we're going to be talking about coping strategies and how they can be functional or dysfunctional. Before I get started, if you're already currently working with a mental health professional regarding coping strategies, firstly, good on you. Secondly, their advice is tailored to you. Mine isn't. Remember that. Today, we're going to explore the role of coping strategies in our life and how they can become functional or dysfunctional. They could also be described as healthy or unhealthy, but I'm not going to refer to them that way, and you'll soon see why. So let's dive in. Coping strategies are the things we do, usually when we're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, to help calm ourselves down and regulate our emotions. There's no magic formula for what coping strategy will work for you, but your degree of self-awareness will help you find some that are likely to work for you. Some coping strategies are far more likely to be dysfunctional, for example, illicit drug use. While being under the influence can numb the intensity of the emotional stress, once the effects of drugs have worn off, usually you're left having not really fixed the stressful situation, plus also now potentially feeling the after effects of that drug. Most coping strategies have the potential to be functional or dysfunctional based on the effects they have on you and the people around you. Let's use an example. A client of mine from a few years ago who gave me permission to share this told me that she used cleaning as a coping strategy. When she was feeling stressed, she would go through the house, vacuum, sweep, mop, change the sheets, scrub the shower, the whole thing. Now, at first glance, this seems kind of convenient, right? But in her case, it wasn't, because it wasn't a functional strategy. Not because of the frequency. She would use this coping strategy at worst about once a week, so it wasn't intruding on her daily life in that sense. However, when she would have these days when she felt stressed and took to the housework, sometimes her husband would come home, take off his work clothes and leave them in a pile on the bedroom floor. This is where it became dysfunctional. She would see this, and because she was already in an emotional state, she would explode with anger towards him. See, for her, the clean house symbolised having some sort of control and power in response to a different situation in which she felt powerless. For him, all he saw was her getting, in his mind, irrationally angry because he didn't put his clothes in the laundry basket. So we can see how a functional behaviour, housework, has become a dysfunctional coping strategy because of the negative impact it had on herself and others. Now, I'm happy to say that in this case, they both worked on their communication. He became more aware of the way she expressed stress, and she became more aware of the harmful effect of her anger towards him. They've made a plan where she would send him a text message letting him know that she was feeling stressed and was going to clean the house. And he would reply and ask if she wanted to talk about what was stressing her out when he came home. The dynamic changed completely. Her cleaning became less of a primary coping strategy because he helped her form another one, which was talking through her feelings. That then led to her adopting other coping strategies, like talking to friends, going for a walk, but mostly listening to what her body needed, not just launching straight into action to fix it, which is what she was doing before. So have a think about your coping strategies, the things you do when you're stressed to help you manage your emotions. Are they functional, or do you think they could use some slight adjusting for a better outcome? If so, please talk to your healthcare professional for a plan that will best work for you. Sadly, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've learned something. If you have any questions, please email us on the link in this post and join us again next time for our Snapshot learning.